The integration of crop livestock systems in Nebraska is not new, but many producers have found renewed interest in incorporating annual forages into existing cropping systems to diversify their operation by adding livestock and to include more cover crops for soil health benefits. Another benefit of annual forages are opportunities to increase flexibility in livestock management on rangelands, especially during drought.
When we have drought situations in our permanent pastures or our native rangelands, we're seeing a lot less productivity from them and growth. And obviously, you know, one of the things that inevitably always happens with and during drought is that our permanent pastures become overgrazed. And so when we can either defer grazing or get off of those permanent perennial pastures, that's really a benefit to the vigor and health of those grasses.
It gives us so much versatility in how we can manage our pastures. We've always been very committed to taking care of our rangeland. And we've had a deferred rest rotation system in place since 2001. Being able to come out of our pastures during the time when the plants are really growing, you know, the warm seasons are doing their thing, and from probably the 20th of June on the middle of July, and if we're not there, that's giving them a chance to build roots and become a healthier, more diverse ecosystem.
To better understand how annual forages and grazed cover crops can be used on Nebraska croplands, the Nebraska Grazing Lands Coalition, the University of Nebraska Extension, and livestock producers throughout the state have teamed up to conduct on-farm research on how to best use annual forages within cropping systems. The overall goal of this project is to identify best practices, opportunities, as well as challenges associated with the integration of crop and livestock systems from producers who have a long history of success. Additionally, forage production and quality data, along with grazing management information, are being collected to provide quantitative values of what can be expected under different management scenarios.
I believe that combination of cattle and no-till farming has really improved our soil quality and health. We've improved the organic matter as much as 70 to 80% in several fields and have seen an upward trend in all of them. I also feel like it's a really good way to manage cattle as well as manage my native ranges so that they can be as drought defensive as possible. Last year we only got 13 inches of rain. Our ranges were definitely showing drought stress. So this year we planted extra forage, and basically that has allowed us to defer at least 60% of our native range to dormant season only grazing this winter. Weed control is a problem. You have to be versatile because you never know what's going to happen. You've got to be able to go someplace else with your cattle if something isn't working, and trying to predict that is very difficult. Trying to predict just how many cows you should be running to get them in the optimum use of all your resources is a question I am still struggling with after 18 years.